Hello, Bass Angler Magazine readers. You're probably watching this video because you just read the article that I wrote. I had a great time with this project interviewing these bass anglers. We had Scott Martin and Aaron Martins for spotted bass, Fletcher Shryock and Tim Horton for smallmouth bass, and then we had Fred Rumbanis and Bernie Schultz contributing their knowledge for largemouth bass. Let me show you a couple of the baits that I mentioned in the article that the guys told me about. All right? So most of the guys mentioned mid-depth or deep diving crankbaits. And right here is an example of one. This is the Rapala in the DT10 series. Of course, they come in DT16 and all the way up to a DT20. This just happens to be one of my favorite patterns called the Smash. Bernie Schultz also mentioned the Rapala Rip Wrap. It's a lipless bait, lots of rattles in it. This one here is in red crawdad, very popular in the springtime. Bernie Schultz also mentioned the BX Minnow. This is a RapalaBX Minnow here. There's actually, I believe, balsa on the inside of that. Many of the guys mentioned mid-depth diving crankbaits is a great way to find these fish as they're roaming around. Here's an example of a mid-depth bait. This is in the Storm Arashi series, a red crawdad pattern, nice circuit board lip. This is a flat 7 is what this one is. And then, of course, Scott Martin said Topwater is really, really effective. And this is his river to sea tuned Topwater, the 128. And this is a big Topwater. This is in the color called the You Know It Shad. Very translucent shad color, a little chartreuse in it. And then the other color that Scott really likes for the cloudier days is Bone. Very, very popular color. Okay, nice Topwater lures, river to sea. And then finally, Fred Rumbanis has a couple of baits out by Pepper Custom Jigs, or Pepper Custom Baits. This one here is called the Boom Boom Plus. This is a jig, it's a swim jig, but then it also has a willow leaf trailing onto it. This is in Fred's Gilly pattern, or the pattern that Fred really likes. A nice bluegill pattern, purple, orange, killer colors in this thing. Here's one in the Boom Boom Plus of the Summer Shad. Nice shad color, you got a white blade underneath of it. And then the other bait that Fred likes to use when they're maybe not as deep for that one is his designed Commando Roombler, also by Pepper Custom Baits. And other than just a bladed swim jig, what this thing is, it actually has a pivoting hook. So when you match this up here with a nice little swim bait, provides a nice pivoting package. A lot more effective than the ones that have a fixed hook. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for reading Bass Angler Magazine and my article. I'm Dave Ruckdeshell, and see you out there on the water.